I experienced that with Lefty a few times too. I mean, I know Lefty had me climb up on the deck claiming he couldn't make a shot, and he wanted me to do it so I could show him how to do it. Lefty could make the shot. He did that to boost my confidence. I look back and he did it on purpose. So John, we've been trying to fish together for quite some time now, and we've been hanging out and doing different odd jobs. Heck, you're picking me up at the airport, you're filming stuff for our schools, and so we finally get a chance to get out. You're the guide, and I finally get a chance to fish with you. Flip was going to be on the boat with us. We had a camera boat, and the first April cold front in 68 years.
Yeah, it seems to be about our luck right now.
Yeah. I was so disappointed, and you've been finding good redfish and snook and black drum, and
Redfish has been really good. Some big schools of black drum, and snook fishing for our area has just been off the charts the last probably 4 years, and it just keeps getting better.
Of course, for years and years and years, Flip has always recommended you and said, yeah, just tell him to call John Tarr. So long before I even knew you, I was just telling people, yeah, call John Tarr, call John Tarr. You've known Flip for quite some time and done a lot of work with him.
Yes, sir. And that was a friendship that developed 20 years ago, probably close to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of one of those full circle stories for me, because he is the reason I got into fly fishing.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I took up guiding too. Being able to become close friends and work with him a lot has really been a blessing for me.
Well, he sure speaks highly of you, and when he would just say, yeah, just have your customers call John Tarr, that speaks volumes. But you also did some work with Lefty as well.
I did. Again, that was because of Flip. I got brought in to help teach fly fishing with him and Lefty.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably still one of my proudest moments of my career. If you've got to work with Flip and Lefty, you could understand it. You couldn't ask for two better people.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they shared their knowledge and brought me in and never treated me like I was less than they were.
No.
I was an equal. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
And
well, that's the way Lefty was, and that's the way Flip is. I experienced that with Lefty a few times too. I mean, I know Lefty had me climb up on the deck claiming he couldn't make a shot, and he wanted me to do it so I could show him how to do it. Lefty could make the shot. He did that to boost my confidence. I was probably 26, 27 years of age at the time, and I look back and he did it on purpose. Anyway, you're here in the Indian River Mosquito Lagoon area, and we've already mentioned you've got redfish, you've got snook, you've got black drum, you've got trout, you've got tarpon.
Yes.
You guys do quite a bit of tarpon fishing here. But I was kind of telling the story earlier. When I first started fishing in South Florida in the early 80s, believe it or not, Mosquito Lagoon was like the holy grail of Florida. There was the Keys, and then there was Mosquito Lagoon, Indian River. And by the time I eventually got up here to fish, it was just gone. It was just not a shadow of itself. It seems to me that it's coming back, and it's coming back in a big way.
It is. It's been a work in progress. There's been a lot of people, a lot of fishing guides, a lot of local people that have really been pushing to bring this back to its glory days. We've got the right people in the right places. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I won't say that everything's perfect, but we're headed in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And I can honestly say that I am more excited this year than I was last year. And I was more excited last year than I had been in the last 10 years. We're seeing some good grass coming back.
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
The hurricanes last year put a little damper on things. We were kind of concerned, but this year it's coming right back again.
Yeah, and also some regulations went in place on the redfish. They put a ban on, you can't keep any redfish.
Yes, so after a long, long battle with state officials, we finally got this past October from New Smyrna Beach all the way down to the end of what you would consider the Mosquito Lagoon Indian River Estuary, which is basically around Fort Pierce. Redfish are catch and release only. And that is a huge step. Our population of redfish has been in decline for a while. from overpressure, people mistreating some of the breeding redfish. You know, what people don't understand is the Mosquito Lagoon, North Indian River, have the only inshore breeding redfish in the world. Everywhere else they go offshore to breed. Here they breed inshore.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
And we had some people that didn't want to respect that. So it put a real ding in our population. And then of course, you know, like a lot of other places, we had issues with our ecosystem.
Sure.
And we're already seeing some benefits from it this quick.
That's what I understand, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see it bounce back and you know, this comes back to its glory days, and this becomes a huge destination again for not only fly anglers but anglers of all kinds. So, well, that's great news. Congratulations, and you know, thanks again for all your help. You've done some filming for us for a couple of our schools so far, and then you've helped us out in filming some of these videos. Again, I wish we could have gotten to fish yesterday, but
we will get out there.
We will.
We will.
We will get out and fish, and we'll get you on film. We'll get out in the boat with Flip, and we'll get some good stuff, and we'll show the folks. But also looking forward to people coming down for these schools, and then being able to get out with guides like you and really turn this into a huge, a big deal. Not only can they come for the school, but then they can also go to fish a few days before and after. I know some of our students have already done that, but you know, I would love to see this become even more of a destination in that way. So thanks again for all your help, and for anybody that's interested in fishing in the Titusville Space Coast area, Mosquito Lagoon, Indian River. Thanks again, John. Everybody can look up John Tarr at Tail Hunter Outdoor Adventure, tailhunteroutdooradventures.com.
Yes, sir.
Captain John Tarr, if you're in the area or you're looking to come to Florida to fish, look him up. You certainly won't be disappointed. So thanks as always, friends. We appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. That really helps us out. Hit that like button, that makes us feel good. And stay tuned. We've got a lot more fly fishing content coming your way.